don't slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. With the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we back up.
The coach take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium at East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the New York Jets. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This will be taken very short. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And now with the play clock winding down, Adam Gase says, let's take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Go 58 to Mike. Watch the run, watch the run. Watch twist, watch twist.
They'll run on first down. Durant, and he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
I got you.
Lady. Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Here's Darnold. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Mike, watch 49. Check the lady. 49, guys. Mike.
On 2nd and 11 now. Darnold. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 47.
Let's go, let's bring it.
Now a give, right side. Durant. 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there with touchdown number 12 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. The open man is Westbrook. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game.
6 guys, check 6 guys. Under 10, under 10.
On first down, Carmichael, nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
50 seconds to Mike. 50 seconds to Mike.
56, 56.
Allen now looks to throw. It's complete to Diggs. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece.
That ties the game at 7. Robbie Gould set to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be taken short. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Go 58 to the mic. Hey, defense. Hey, defense, let's go. Lady. 58, boys, 58. 58.
From the 36, Darnold. That one complete to Anderson. The 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Jets have taken the lead. seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. A gain of 6 there on first. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Check! Alert! He's crashing. He's checking crack. No. Me.
On 3rd down, Carmichael. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
You better get in the weight room, son. I'm too strong out here. Too big for you.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Play.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
I got it.
They do go for it. Here's Allen. This is Johnson. He's got it. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. Allen now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. A quick throw taken in by Diggs. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Jets' 35-yard line.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
Hey, check 24. Check 24.
On 2nd down now, Carmichael. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this third down. And he completes it to Westbrook. Breaks through the contact. The 21 yards there as they convert on third.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes it.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Quentin Williams. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
57, Mike 57.
Hey, check Mike 57. Hey, Charlie.
Now Allen. And the pressure gets to him again. Ja'Kai Polite in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been on his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. To throw, it's Allen. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They scored a touchdown the last time they had the football, but things going to be a little bit more difficult this time.
Oh, certainly, because where they're starting, the goal isn't even thinking about a touchdown at this point. They're thinking about field position. A couple of first downs in order to give some room for their punter and maybe flip the field position for their defense.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Not today, you are. Not today.
Go.
58, come on.
They'll throw again from their own end zone. This is intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
Gold with the extra point, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll try the left side. Durant. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Yo, ladies, let's get there. 58, boys. 58. 58, Mike.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
Bravo.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Ready? And bring it. 58.
Now it's Darnold. He's going to float this one deep right side. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Allen. And Diggs has it. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
57, Mike. Mike, 57.
Hey, exit. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. All day, baby, all day.
57 to Mike.
Here's Allen. He finds his man Johnson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. Offensive line right now really freeing up the rushing lanes on this drive.
And we have to give them props. They've earned them. But these big runs that we're seeing, they don't result without everyone else being involved as well. Blocking on the perimeter has to take place downfield.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Leonard Williams has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Allen. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. Well, they were obviously backed up. Had a little bit of space from the goal line, snapping it from the 3, but still trying to throw it. And
yeah, exactly. If this is where hindsight is 20/20 comes into play, right? Seems like a good idea to throw the ball there. Maybe you'll surprise them and catch them off guard. Instead, you've created a turnover and put your defense in a bad spot.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Allen. And the catch made by Johnson. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. From 10 yards out, as his guys are able to regain the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Back to throw, Darnold. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Throwing on first down is Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So he can't hang on. And as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know. But you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Hey, Delta. I smell fear in that offense.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6. 50 seconds for mine. They're not ready for this, man.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Jet touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick-6s.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Extra point good by Catanzaro, and we are tied at 21. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Middle. General West. Undercut. I got him. On me.
They'll run on first down. Carmichael. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
57 to Mike. 57 to
Hey, Alpha.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Big dance.
Throwing now is Allen. Left side caught by Diggs. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 23 yards the pickup there. From midfield, here's Allen. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
On first down, Carmichael. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, Run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On 2nd and inches, Allen completes it to Coleman. And down inside the 15 he goes. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Allen now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. To the air, Allen. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Leonard Williams in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
That's his 2nd sack of the game. And the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. And this one a 41-yard attempt. The kick by Gould is good. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
This will be fielded at the 8. Oh, nice move. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Back to the air, Darnold on 2nd down. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end over the middle. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
49 the mic. 49's the mic.
Tighten up.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. And Anderson's got it. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Robbie Anderson. His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Jets are going to retake the lead. Point after now from Catanzaro. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than...
They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Quentin Williams able to record his 5th sack of the season. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
Allen going to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook, and it'll bring up third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. The open man is Westbrook. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. The Vikings send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Second and 8 at the 39-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
58, boys, 58, 58, Mike. Oh, yeah, and here we go.
Now Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm
Hey,
coming.
wahoo!
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. He's going to air one, and this will be caught at the 30. That one goes for 36 yards. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Durant, and some room to roam now. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
At the Vikings 4-yard line.
You're outside. 55, Mike, 55. Hey, eat. All day.
Now a give, right side. Durant. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Hey, Zoo. Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike, go.
Now Darnold on 3rd and goal. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Let's go, baby.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Carmichael, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
57 to Mike. 58, Charlie.
From the gun, Allen, and he completes it to Westbrook. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 44-yard line. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, Echo.
Operating from the gun. Allen. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That's good for a Jet 1st down, a gain of 13.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Durant. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. Young lady, you got tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Instead of running, Darnold's going to throw this thing. He's going to air one. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Robbie Anderson, 41 yards. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
First down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Allen from the gun, he'll throw. It's complete to Diggs. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards on the play. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's Allen to throw it. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the 1st down.
Bravo!
On 1st down, Allen. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And they'll indeed take a knee. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. And they take a knee. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Big stop, let's go.
They'll try the left side. Durant, and he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. Here's Lachlan Edwards now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Now a fair catch taken, maybe a yard or two shy of midfield. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position, 1st and 10. That game has gone final in Foxborough. The Patriots, they've widened their lead even further. If they can hold on, the win would be number 8 for them on the campaign.
53's the... Half 35, half 35. Deuce. Middle. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Here we go, G. Hey, exit.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Hey, man. Watch the boot.
Stop. Hey. Watch 7. Watch the slide. Motion.
Mike, 53.
And here's Allen operating from the gun. And he finds a man with a crossing route. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Check. Top 10.
Come on, baby. Hey, switch gears.
Hey, Delta.
53 is the mic. 53. Check 53. Watch the pass. 53.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Jets, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, it'll be loss number 6 on the season for them. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.